Good morning. Today is February 5th. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. I am having a great day. It is a good day. Another day God has woken me up. And you got to be grateful for the things that you have, because I have this little ball of fur who's just amazing, and I have a bunch of balls of fur. But I have 3 cats and then Care Bear. And it's just so grateful that I have these animals to just love on me unconditionally. And it's so amazing to have that. So today is February 5th, as I said, and I'm reading from the 365 days of prayers. And it says, no small miracle. So we're going to talk about miracles today. It says, you are the God who performs miracles. You display your power among the peoples. That's Psalm 77:14. God of miracles, your work is on display for all who choose to see. Every day the blind still see, the lame still walk, and the hardest of hearts are turned to you. Just the fact that I am here is no small miracle. How many times have you plucked me from danger or even death that I know nothing about? Nothing is too hard for you. Nothing asked from a heart that's turned to yours is too much to ask. How can this be? You amaze me. And most amazing of all, you love to do it. You want me to ask for hard things, impossible things? So here I go. Lord, amaze me again. Is your heart open to expecting a miracle? Well, is it? Because, the thing is that we want miracles, right? We pray and pray and pray for somebody's heart to get unhardened, or, a family member to seek Jesus, right? We pray for that. And, but are you accepting for the miracle? Do you believe? Do you believe God can change everybody? Do you believe that? If you don't believe it, just look at my past. My past, right? So look at my past. God changed me. And Care Bear, come on now, focus. And, God can do so many miracles. He can do a miracle in your life. What have you been praying for? What have you been asking God to do? And do you believe God can do that? If you're going through addictions right now, one of the biggest things is I was a drug addict and alcoholic. And, God took away my drug addictions. He did. He took it away. That's one miracle in my life. It was crazy. I'll tell you a story about it. So I was in prison, and I was in segregation, and I was waiting to get my heroin. And yes, you can get drugs in prison. And so I was waiting to get my heroin, and my roommate, my cellmate, was like, well, why don't we just do the crystal? Because I had crystal meth. And so we were about to do a line of crystal, and I said I didn't want it. And she's like, what do you mean you don't want it? I was like, I'll just wait for my heroin, right? And so when the lady yelled for me to go out to the yard for the heroin, to get my heroin, and so it was $500 worth of heroin. It was a lot of heroin in prison. And I said I didn't want it. And I didn't understand this. I had no understanding of it. And now here's the thing. I was a heroin addict, and I loved heroin. I didn't pray to God. I didn't ask God to redeem me from heroin or anything like that. I did pray when I was sick. When I was sick and puking and everything like that, because I didn't have my drug. I did pray, God, take this away. You know how we all pray like that. And, but what God did is, in that moment, when I said I didn't want the heroin, I didn't go out to the yard to get it, I didn't do any of that, I started reading my Bible. I had a Bible, I never picked it up, but I started reading my Bible. And it was like, God went like this and went pluck, and just plucked me like right out and started changing my life. And now I have a lot of falls in my testimony. A lot of falls. I relapsed and everything. I have a lot of falls. But the thing is that God can do miracles. He can. I mean, I did not understand what he was doing in my life back then when I was just, all of a sudden, my drug addictions were gone. Not the alcohol. The alcohol was a work in progress thing. That was a rough one. But all the drugs were gone. They were just, I had no desire to use anymore at all. Craziness, right? Such craziness. But that was the miracle that God, one of the miracles, one of them, just one of them. He does miracles in my life all day long. He does. And, we got to be aware of the miracles, because he's doing a miracle in your life. Just look for it, and believe God is doing a miracle in your life, because that is the most important part of this whole thing, is to believe that God has you. I love you. Have a wonderful and blessed day today.